How's it going, guys? Mr. Case here again with day 10 of the math work for the NTI packets. So this is going to be some newer content for your students, going over perimeter and area and machine chain. So kindly put in this notes page, so I'll quickly review what perimeter and area is. It's a very important thing to learn because it's very useful down the road when you get into life. A lot of jobs require you to know how to figure out an area or a perimeter. It's real helpful around the house when you're later on in life. So it's a very important life skill to learn. So the perimeter of an area of a shape is the total distance around an object. And I'll get into that more specifically here soon. And an area is the amount of space an object covers. So like if you look at the little example she gives here, all around it's the word perimeter because it goes around it. And the inside is the big word area. How much space does it cover? So alright, let's flip it over to it here so we can get to the specifics. So we'll start with perimeter formulas. Alright, so perimeter of a square equals the length. So a square, all four sides are the same length. So you're going to take that length and you just times it by 4. When you do a perimeter of a rectangle, so now two of the sides will be the same length. One side will be different. Well, the other sides will be different. So what you do there is you take the length plus the width and times it by 2. But make sure you add the length and the width first. So it's going to look something like this. So for a square, like if we look at number 1, we have a square. We're going to say all those sides are the same length. So one side's 6. But that means they all are 6. So what we need to do, so if we look back at the top there, the perimeter of a square is the length times 4. So our length is 6. So our equation is going to be 6 times 4. Now I'll let your kiddos figure that out. You can help them as needed. But so that's what it's going to look like for a square when I'm looking for the perimeter. Now let's talk about a rectangle. We'll go to number 2. Okay, so we're going to say our width here is 4 and our length is 7. So the equation is we're going to end up multiplying it by 2. But first I got to take my length and add my width. Hope y'all can see that there. So, and we got to remember our order of operation. So anything in the parentheses we have to do first. If there was no parentheses there, then we'd actually have to do multiplication first. But so we're going to do 7 plus 4 times 2, and then we do 7 plus 4 as many of your students should be able to do. It will come out to be 11 times 2. And that's going to give us the perimeter of a rectangle. Now let your kiddos figure out what 11 times 2 is. Now let's talk about this funny shape here. So to find the perimeter of any polygon, including squares and rectangles, find the sum of all sides. So I'm going to try to draw this goofy shape right here. Okay, so it gives us one side is 5, and there's 4, this is 2, 4 again, and the bottom is 6. So when it says sum of all sides, sum tells me I'm going to add. So you're going to take, I always like to kind of go in order, 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. I'm just going to find the sum, so I'm just going to add them all up. And that's all it is to those weird shapes like that. And really, you can do that with any of them. Like for a square, you could do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 I just find it to be more simple if you do 6 times 4. So that's perimeters. I'll let you guys work on the other shapes, get more practice. And that's going to be it for now. Check in the next video. We're going to go specifically into area. And that is coming right out, so I'll see you guys in the next video.